Well, hello everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today at Halyard Apartments in Gloucester, Mass. It's been a while since I've been here. Back in the day, I was on a show called American Idol, and that was in 2006, and one of the first places that I went to for an appearance was up in Beverly, and I'm like, this feels so far away. But it's honestly the perfect place if you're looking for somewhere near a beach and near shopping and with great amenities. I think your phone. Yeah, that's fine. So I'm going to be doing a whole lot of random songs today. We are doing a Facebook Live. If you have any song requests, please feel free. Chime on in if there's anything you want to hear. I always start out my set with the most random song, though, because what performer doesn't want to be a Disney princess? Right? Right. I wanted to be a princess so badly, and I really think the way I learned how to sing was watching Disney movies. And this is one of my first memories as a kid was my mom bought me a yellow dress and a really cool mirror. And when you pressed a button, all of a sudden on the end of the mirror, you got to see the Beast. Tale as old as time, true as it can be, barely even friends, then somebody bends unexpectedly. Just a little change. Come on in. Hi. Small to say the least. Both a little scared. Neither one prepared. Beauty and the Beast. Ever just the same. Ever a surprise, ever as before, ever just as sure as the sun will rise, certain as the sun rising in the east. Tell is old as time, song is old as man, beauty and the Beast. Tale is old as time, song is old as rhyme, beauty and the Beast. Oh, thanks. Welcome. Is everyone from Massachusetts or from all over the place today? Dan, oh, you came far from Florida.
All the way from Arkansas.
From where? No way. That's amazing. I've been to Arkansas one time. So that's a great question. I keep asking myself that. I was in Arkansas back in the day. I had a Christmas song out, and I was doing these like mini tours where I would just go to different TV stations and sing my Christmas song. And they were like, "Do you want to go to Arkansas?" I'm like, "I guess." This is Christmas in July. Every year on Christmas Eve, decorate my Christmas tree. This time it's not just me, 'cause you're helping to put the presents in their special place. Hang the stockings on the fireplace. Put a smile on my face. I'm melting. And this Christmas, all I wanna do is to be with you. Make my wish come true. All I wanna do is to be with you. Is to be with you. I couldn't do a full old Christmas song. We're too early for that. It's too early! Oh my goodness. Welcome to everyone that is watching on the live stream. Thank you so much. And I know we're doing 2 different live streams today, so hello to you as well. Thank you for tuning in, and to all the people. There's snacks and waters and live music. I went from singing Disney songs to thinking I could be on a big stage, and when I was 12 years old, I finally got the courage to get out of the basement and sing in front of anyone besides my family. And I remember signing up for a little talent contest in the town of Franklin, Mass. And it's not a big town, but it felt big to me. Yeah, it was my first time ever on a stage, and I remember seeing a music video back in the day when VH1 and MTV were a thing. And it was this gorgeous brunette, and I was like, whoa, she sounds so good. What is that song? And I remember I asked my parents to download the karaoke track, because I didn't have a band back then, and I got up on stage and I sang this song, and I was so nervous that I screwed up so big time. I sang the same verse 2 different times, so it wasn't like verse 1, verse 2, ooh. It was verse 1 and then verse 1 again. So I hope I don't do that today, but if you can imagine little nervous 12-year-old Ayla Brown up on a stage for the first time. Looks like we made it. Look how far we come, my baby. Might have took the long way. We knew we'd get there someday. They said, I bet they'll never make it, but just look at us holding on. Hi guys, we're still together. Still the one, you're still the one I run to, the one that I belong to. You're still the one I want for life. You're still the one that I love, the only one I dream of. You're still the one I kiss good. Ain't nothing better. We be the odds together. Glad we didn't listen. Look at what we will be missing. They said, I bet they'll never make it, but just look at us holding on. We're still together. Still the one, you're still the one I run to, the one that I belong to. You're still the one I want for life. Oh yeah, you're still the one that I love, the only one I dream of. You're still the one I kiss good. Ain't nothing better. We beat the odds together. I'm glad we didn't listen. Look at what we won't be missing. Hey. Hi, welcome. I always tell this part of the story after I'm done singing a song like that, but I did not come in first place, like in this little talent contest in Franklin, Massachusetts. I didn't come in second place, but you guys, I did come in 3rd place that day. I was very, very excited. I was like, I'll take the bronze. If you're watching the Olympics right now, the bronze is cool because you know you can go up from there. The silver, there's too much pressure on your shoulders to be number 1. And then if you're number 1, you gotta keep that up. That's exhausting. However, I won 3rd place, and the prize was that I got to go into a recording studio And I got 3 hours in a recording studio. And for a 12-year-old girl, like, that was the coolest thing in the world. So I show up. I grew up in Wrentham, by the way. So I went from Wrentham. My mom took me all the way to Braintree, and I thought we were going to a different state. I didn't really get out much. And showed up in Braintree, and the engineer, the producer, was like, hey, where's the band? What are we doing today? I have no idea. I thought you had a band. I learned a lot about recording that day. But back in the day, there was something called Napster where you could like illegally download songs. And he was like, I got an idea. I have Napster on the computer. So we downloaded another karaoke track. And he was like, what about this song? I said, I don't know, that's a pretty big song. I've never sung it before, but I like it. So I tried it. If I should stay, I would only be in your way. So I'll go, but I know I'll feel each step of the way. Bittersweet memories, that is all I'm taking with me. So good night, please don't you cry. We both know I'm not what you need. And I hope you have all you dreamed of, and I wish you joy and happiness. But above all this, I wish you love. I'm telling you the journey of kind of how I became where I'm at today, and I hope you're enjoying it. Journey through music and storytelling. That's what I love to do the most. I think my parents knew that I loved to talk so much. They're like, just put a microphone in front of her mouth, she'll be fine. But after I won 3rd place in that talent competition, I was like, I'm so ready for the big leagues. So ready! But here's the thing, I played basketball as well. I'm very tall, I'm 6 feet tall, and you know, every inch matters when you're playing a sport like basketball. Hello, welcome. And I was really blessed. I worked so hard, and I ended up getting a scholarship to play at Boston College. So I played basketball for 4 years, but before I went to school, My mom came home one day and she said, do you know that American Idol is coming to Gillette Stadium? And for someone who grew up in Rentham, Gillette Stadium was like a stone throw away. And I was like, no way. She goes, you should try out. You've always loved to sing and you came in 3rd place in that competition when you were 12. I was like, okay. So I stood in line for 18 hours. After Hurricane Katrina, when all that rain was coming up to New England, I stood in that rain for 18 hours. And when I finally got up to the producers to have my first audition, I got 15 seconds. I know, everyone's like, you must have seen Simon right away. I didn't see Simon Cowell until 5 auditions later. But I sang a song I loved. I sang Ain't No Mountain High Enough, and they gave me a golden ticket. And then I went to Hollywood, and then all of a sudden I was on the show, back in season 5 where we had Taylor Hicks as the winner. We also had Chris Daughtry and Kelly Pickler and Catherine McPhee, and a lot of other really talented people, and I cannot believe, I still pinch myself thinking I was one of the people on that show, but I had made it through 1 week. America voted me through, so I was like, okay, top 24 to top 16, okay. Or top 20, I should say. Then I made it another week, and I went from 20 to 16. And then it came time for the top 12 seats, baby. I could see them, the silver chairs, calling everyone's name. Because here's the thing, if you made top 12, you got to go on the tour. And that was really cool, and everyone wanted to get on the tour. And so song choice was really important when it came to what you wanted to sing and how you wanted to portray yourself to the world. Because 35 million people were watching back then. And I thought I found the best song, and I got eliminated for it. But that's okay. I still love this song, and I love the meaning behind it, and I'm gonna sing it for you guys right now. I am unwritten, can't read my mind, I'm undefined. I'm just beginning, the pen's in my hand, ending a plan, staring at the blank page before you. Open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find reaching. Something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibition, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Drench yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins, the rest is still unwritten. I break tradition, sometimes my tries are outside the line. Yeah, within condition to not make mistakes, but I can't live that way, no. Staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find reaching. Something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Stretch yourself in words unspoken, live your life with arms wide open. Today is where you will begin, the rest is still the rest is still unwritten. Thank you guys, and thanks to everyone tuning in on the live streams and everyone here who took time out of their Friday on an afternoon. You guys are champions. Thank you so much. And there's food, so please help yourself. I'm here at Halyard Apartments in Gloucester. To anyone that's tuning into Livestream, it's a beautiful place. It's my first time here. Probably won't be my last time. Hopefully they'll do many events and we'll be able to come back. But if you're interested, how can people find? What's the website here? Is it halyardapartments.com? HalyardAPTS.com if anyone wants to learn more information. So I was eliminated from American Idol. I went and played college basketball for 4 years at BC. And I graduated with a degree in communications. And I was just feeling like something was missing in my heart. I needed to go to Nashville, Tennessee. Has anyone been to Nashville? Raise your hand. A few people, awesome. If you've never been, I really suggest it. It's one of those places where even if you don't love country music, if you love the arts, Nashville is an amazing spot to go to. It's so supportive. I packed up my Jeep. I moved down there, found a place kind of like this that I'd never seen in person. I just saw great reviews and I thought, I'm gonna move into that apartment. And I remember going to Nashville, you have to start networking with songwriters, and I didn't really know anyone except 2 people. But they invited me in to write, and we went into a writing room, and it's kind of like a dating process. If you've ever been on a first date, they say, so tell me about yourself. I'm like, oh man, here we go. I'm like, oh, well, just moved to Nashville, and okay, cool. What'd you do before that? I was like, oh, I actually played basketball. They're like, no way. Like, songwriters thought that was so cool. They're like, so tell us about it. I'm like, well, what do you want to know? Just play basketball. They were so intrigued that they suggested, it was 2 guys. 2 guys suggested that we write a song about kicking the boys' butts. I will never forget it. I was like, you want to write a song? They're like, yeah, country music is writing about what you know, right? I'm like, yeah, you're right. I did kick a lot of boys' butts on the court. Let's do it. So this is one of the first songs that I ever wrote when I moved down to Nashville. It's called Beat by a Girl. I remember like it was yesterday. Just another 3rd grade schoolyard basketball game. All the boys, they told me it was no girls allowed. So I took the ball away and said, if you want to play, come get in there. Now there's a Michael, a Steven, a Johnny, James. La la la, with the ball, what's kicked him, still taking names. Don't fight it, deny it, let it ruin your world. You just got beat by a girl. Battle of the bands at the Starlight Saloon. Nothing but a wannabe rock star singing attitude. All the boys that wanna share the stage with me. Till I got that whole crowd screaming, hanging up on their feet. There's a Michael, a Steven, a Johnny and James. La la la, listen for the buds game. Still taking names. Don't fight it, deny it, let it ruin your world. You just got beat by a girl. So ladies, if you're with me, let me hear you now. 'Cause that list is gonna keep growing till they figure out there's a Michael, a Steven, a Johnny and James on a long, long list of all the butts kicked. Still taking names. Don't fight it, deny it, let it ruin your world. You just got beat by, oh, you just got beat by a girl. So I was writing a lot of songs then, and it all started with just writing songs about kicking boys' butts, and then it turned into writing songs about the wrong guys, and then the right guys, then the wrong guys, and the right guys. Songwriting is so fun in that aspect. You can literally just write your feelings, but I remember I was living down in Nashville and I had an opportunity to open up for a country artist named Josh Turner. It was all the way in Pennsylvania, so I had to pay for my own flight, rent a car, buy a hotel room for the night. I was making $200, whatever. So much money out of my pocket to just go for that opportunity. And I remember the person said, oh, by the way, it's just gonna be solo acoustic, just you and a guitar. I didn't know how to play the guitar at all. Like when I moved to Nashville, I didn't know any of this. I still kind of don't, but don't tell anybody. I fake it till I make it. But I was like, sure, I'll take the gig. I knew it was 10 songs. That's all I had to get through. It was 10 songs. My fingers were pretty much bleeding with practice. And I remember I got up there and I sang this song I'm about to do, and people seemed to like it, which is awesome. And I remember after the show was done, I went outside because I had some CDs and t-shirts and stuff that I had brought. And there was a huge line, and I was like, oh my gosh, are they in line for the concessions? And the person working my table was like, these people are all in line waiting for you. They've all bought t-shirts, start signing. And I was like, what? I was hooked from that moment on. It's been a high ever since, let me tell you. But this is a song that I wrote about being with the wrong guy. And I'll tell you about the right guy afterwards, after I'm done tuning. But have you guys ever been in a relationship where you just know that it's the wrong fit? Yeah, ladies. But you can't stop going back to that same person. They're matches, you're the gasoline. It's just not a good fit. You explode every time you're around each other. That's what this song is called. Every time you say goodbye, I swear that it's the last time. I lock my door, ignore your calls, and put you out of my mind. But somehow you always know, and I say that I don't want you honest. Blowing smoke, you're my weakness. I'm defenseless. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Let it find that I can't put out hand. All the water in the world can't drown it. If I'm a spark, baby, you're the kerosene. Out of control, body, so this can be the enemy. When you touch me, I start melting. No one shouldn't, but I just can't help it. Drive me wild, but you're driving me crazy. Boy, you know you're bad for me like matches and gasoline. Boy, you know you're bad for me like matches and gasoline. I like to say it's all your fault, but baby, that ain't true. I'm the one who takes you back, the one that can't quit you. And we both know this ain't love, but whatever the hell it is, I can't get enough, can't resist it. I'm addicted, whoa, whoa, whoa. You lit a fire that I can't put out. All the water in the world can't drown it. If I'm the spark, then baby, you're the kerosene. Out of control, body, so this can be the enemy. When you touch me, I start melting. No one shouldn't, but I just can't help it. Drive me wild, but you're driving me crazy. Boy, you know you're bad for me like matches and gas. this can be the end of me. When you touch me, I start melting. No one should have, but I just can't help it. You drive me wild, but you're driving me crazy. Boy, you know you're bad for me like matches and gasoline. Boy, you know you're bad for me like matches and gasoline. Boy, you know you're bad for me. Oh, thank you to Cindy and Denise. They're on the live stream saying that they love that song, so thank you. That's called Matches and Gasoline. You can find that on Spotify or iTunes, Apple Music, all that fun stuff. I told you about a guy that I probably wasn't right for, but there is one that I am right for, and I'm actually getting married in 8 days. I, of course, met him in Nashville, and I'll tell you a quick little story, and then I'm going to sing a song dedicated to him, even though he's not here right now. He might be listening on the live stream, I don't know. But I was down in Nashville, and if you've ever been, there's something called singer-songwriter rounds, where you get up on stage, and there's usually like 2 or 3 other people next to you with their acoustic guitars or pianos, and they tell a story, kind of like what I'm doing, about a song that they wrote, and then they'll sing the song. And then it'll go to the next person on stage, and they'll do the same. And it's called In the Round because it goes back around to the first person, and you go through a couple rounds, and all of a sudden you're an hour and a half into a show, and you're like, that was the coolest thing ever. And I was up there doing my thing, and I was done. I was with my best friend. We grabbed a beer after the show, and there was another guy who went up and started singing his songs, and when he was done, he came over and said hi. But he'll tell you it's only because he heard through the grapevine that I went to Boston College, and his cousin played football at Boston College, so we had a little connection. Also, it happened to be important that we were at a Patriots watch bar. If you can imagine, there's actually a bar where all the Patriots fans go and watch the games on Sundays. It's the best. So if you ever miss Massachusetts, every Sunday you'd be like, never mind, I don't miss it anymore. Everyone is from here. But he hit me with the very, very classic Nashville pickup line. You're chuckling. Do you know what it is? Do you know what? Does anyone know what the Nashville pickup line is? Any guesses? No? What? Ooh, Grand Ole Opry. That is a spot, but that's not a pickup line. I'll tell you what it is. Do you want to write sometime? Right? Because everyone down there is songwriters. And so I was like, okay, so we know some people in common, and sure, I'll write with him. I wasn't interested. No, I wasn't interested. We ended up writing songs, and we were friends for about 3 months until I asked him. I was so nervous, but I was like, hi, Rob. I need help painting my kitchen. I'll make you dinner. Do you mind helping? I didn't need my kitchen painted. I don't know why I said that. However, he came over that night, and my best friend was also there, and we had a really fun night, and he started serenading me with the guitar after she left, and that was it for me. We've been inseparable ever since, and that was over 4 years ago. And I know, last September 2020, a year, well, all of us will never forget because of the pandemic, but we were down in Martha's Vineyard, and he brought me up to this beautiful overlook that overlooked the water, and I was there with my camera, just doing like a pano, and all of a sudden, I turn, and Rob is on one knee. So, we were getting married in 8 days up in New Hampshire. He is an incredible singer-songwriter and a musician as well. I wish he was here with me right now, but the guy's too in demand, so. But I did write a song about taking my man's last name. I'm really excited to do that. Call me conservative or traditionalist, but I'm definitely looking forward to taking Rob's last name, which will be Bellamy. So Ayla Bellamy is what it's going to be in 8 days. your worries at the door. Pain and suffering ain't welcome anymore. If you wanna be with me, there ain't no you, there ain't no why we need to be a team. 'Cause I wanna take your name, leave the other one and never look again. Have what stupid games we used to play, that was also yesterday. I wanna take your name. I've been here waiting all along. I've been done searching, ain't getting any younger. Take my heart and hold it tight to your beating one every day and every night. 'Cause I wanna take your name, leave the other one and never look again. Have what stupid games we used to play, that was also yesterday. I wanna take your name. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's okay if we lose. A battle scar ain't nothing if you ain't got the bruise. Sometimes a fight is what you need to prove I really needed you. You really needed me. 'Cause I wanna take your name, leave the other one and never look again. Have what stupid games we used to play, that was also yesterday. I wanna take your name. Ooh, I wanna take your name, leave the other one and never look again. Have what stupid games we used to play, that was also yesterday. I wanna take your name. Oh, the stupid games we used to play, the stupid things we used to say. I wanna take your name. You guys rock, thank you. I'm really excited. We are doing a very DIY wedding, which means we're not doing it at a venue, we're doing it at a family friend's house, and just pray for no rain, because we have no tents. And the barn that we're doing it at is not a working barn. We can't go inside of it, so do some rain dances, pray, just put out good vibes for us next Saturday. We're really excited about it. I know we don't have a ton more time, but I'm gonna do a few more songs, absolutely. And I hope you've gotten to get to know me a little bit today. I hope to come back around the area. Next time, maybe bring Rob. My musical journey has brought me so many places, from stages like American Idol to singing national anthems at Celtics games and Patriots games, and I now have a job on Country 102.5. It's a radio station in Boston, and every morning I'm on the Jonathan Weir and Ayla Brown show. I'm the host, so that's what brought me back to Massachusetts. A lot of people are like, you went from Nashville back home, why? Well, I got an amazing opportunity. I get to host a show with another great host named Jonathan, and we talk country music, but we have so many other really fun conversations. So if you're driving to work in the morning from 5:30 to 9 a.m., yes, I've been up since 3:20 today. Would love for you guys to listen to Country 102.5 on your way to work. Thank you. But my proudest moment as a musician absolutely has been going overseas to sing for our troops. And I got an opportunity back in 2010 Do you guys know who Tim McGraw is? All right, everyone knows Tim McGraw, right? Apparently he was supposed to go to Afghanistan, and something happened with the schedule. He probably called on a big tour or something, or Faith Hill was just like, you're not going to Afghanistan, honey. Send someone else. And they called me. This was back in 2010, and I, without hesitation, said yes. And it was the craziest experience I've ever had, and I learned a lot. I fell in love with our country all over again, and it's such a different eye. And since 2010, I've been over to 13 different countries, a lot of them being in the Middle East, and let me tell you, it's been the biggest joy. So I wrote a few patriotic songs, and they're songs about how much I love my country. Despite some of its flaws sometimes, it's still, if you go anywhere else in the world, it can be one of the greatest countries on the planet. So, hi guys! Thanks for coming. Hope you guys are hungry. There's plenty of food. Come on in. I'm gonna sing a song that I wrote. I got to sing this on the Grand Ole Opry on the stage. I also got to sing this with the Boston Pops Orchestra. And most recently at the 2018 Winter Olympics, I didn't represent USA on the sports, but I did with my music. So this is called Pride of America. When a teenage boy's been saving tips, spending every weekend working double shifts, 'cause that F-150's gotta be his, that's the pride of America. When a tear's rolling down a fighter's face, as his oldest son's walking across the stage, the first in the family to graduate, that's the pride of America. Yeah, it's in our hearts, it's in our homes, up city streets and down country roads, while we dream a little bigger, walk a little taller in our shoes. No, we can't help it, we can't hide it, we're born and raised, stand behind it, when a hand over heart, flag in the yard, attitude shines through, that's the pride of America. When 100,000 fans Sunday afternoon turn to face the red, white and blue, 'cause the coin ain't tossed till they all salute, that's the pride of America. Yeah, it's in our hearts, it's in our homes, up city streets and down country roads, while we dream a little bigger, walk a little taller in our shoes. Yeah, we can't help it, we can't hide it, we're born and raised, stand behind it, when a hand over heart, flag in the yard, attitude shines through, that's the pride of America. Yeah, that's the pride of America. Yeah. When a little girl's running up and down the street, tying yellow ribbons round every tree, 'cause her daddy's coming home from overseas, that's the pride of America. Yeah, it's in our hearts, it's in our homes, up city streets and down country roads, while we dream a little bigger, walk a little taller in our shoes. No, we can't help it, we can't hide it, we're born and raised, stand behind it, when a hand over heart, flag in the yard, attitude shines through, that's the pride of America. Josie's on a vacation far away, come around and talk it over. So many things that I wanna say. You know I like my guys a little bit older. I just wanna use your love tonight. Yeah, I don't wanna lose your How can I ever change things that I feel? If I could, maybe I'd give you my world. How can I, when you won't take it from me? You can go your own way, go your own way. You can call it a lonely day, a lonely day. You can go your own way, go your own way. Heads Carolina, tails California, somewhere greener, somewhere warmer up in the mountains, down by the ocean where it don't matter, long as we're going somewhere together. I got a quarter, heads Carolina, tails California. Thank you. Note to future self, fake nails and playing guitar is really hard to do. So if you're wondering if you should get them and then learn how to play, don't do that. I can hardly play right now. But I do have time for probably 2 more songs, and I want to thank you for joining me in person and, of course, on the live stream at Halyard Apartments in Gloucester. If you're looking for more info, halyardapts.com. Yes. I do love country music. I love all types of music, but I would be mad at myself if I didn't sing Dolly Parton today for you guys. It just would, like, I wouldn't be able to leave here and feel good about the day, so. This is my favorite, of course. Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 oh please don't take him just because you can. Your beauty is beyond compare, with flaming locks of auburn hair, with ivory skin and eyes of emerald green. Your smile is like a breath of spring, your voice is soft like summer rain. I cannot compete with you, Jolene. He talks about you in his sleep, and there's nothing I can do to keep from crying when he calls your name, Jolene. And I can easily understand how you could easily take a man, but I don't know what it means to me, Jolene. Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 oh please don't take him just because you can. You can have your choice of man, but I can never love again. He's the only one for me, Jolene. I had to have this talk with you. My happiness depends on you, whatever you decide to do, Jolene. Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 oh please don't take him just because you can. Jolene, Jolene, Jolene. Yeah. Do you guys have any song requests? I don't know a lot, but if there's anything you really want to hear, I'd love to try and do it. Anyone? Don't make me go to the Facebook page and see what they come up with some crazy stuff. Oh, I'm wondering if that was for a song of love. It's an organization that I write personalized songs for kids going through some health stuff. It's a beautiful organization, but I definitely don't remember it if that's the one. But someone else said something right before. Ray Charles? Yes. Georgia, Georgia, the whole day through. Oh gosh. Sweet and times in Georgia on my mind. That's all I can do. But hey, acapella, we don't need this today. What else do we want? What else do we want to hear? Anything? Easy. Okay. I'll keep thinking of some stuff. I really like girls from the 90s, so before you guys got here, I was practicing just by myself. It's probably not appropriate, but I was like, I'm a bitch, I'm a lover. And everyone's like, oh, is this the girl we hired? Maybe she should keep the language down. So I was doing that, but then I was doing a little bit of this one. Maybe I'll do this one for you guys. I wasn't planning on it, but since you twisted my arm. Oh, yeah, you're throwing some old school country out there, but yeah, that's a beautiful song. I don't know it, but it's a good one. Let's see. This is more my jam. Thought I saw a man brought to life. He was warm, he came around like he was dignified. He showed me what it was to cry. Well, you couldn't beat that man I adore. You don't seem to know, seem to care what your heart is for. I don't know him anymore. Nothing where he used to lie. My conversation has run dry. That's what's going on. Nothing's but a turn on my faith. This is how I feel. Cold night shame, lying naked on the floor. Losing never change into something real. Why don't perfect sky is torn. You're a little late, I'm already torn. So I guess the fortune teller's right. Should have seen just what was there, not some holy light. But you crawled beneath my veins and now I don't care. Had no love, I don't miss him all that much. There's just so many things. Oh, skinny. Things I can't touch or turn. I'm all out of faith. This is how I feel. Cold night shame, like naked on the floor. Losing never change into something real. again, now I'm teen. It's such a random right? Let's see if I can do this. I've never done this. This is off the cusp. Do you ever feel like a plastic bag drifting through the wind, wanting to start again? Do you ever feel so paper thin, like a house of cards, one from blowing in? Do you ever feel already buried deep, 6 feet under, but no one can hear a thing? Do you know that there's still a chance for you? 'Cause there's a spark in you, you just gotta ignite the light and let it shine. Just hold the light and follow the light. So baby, you're fire, come on, let it wire, make it go up, up, up. 'Cause you should from the sky. Anyone else while we have a couple minutes?
Johnny Mitchell's Paradise?
Oh. Let's see. I've never done it, but
About Coldplay.
oh my gosh. You guys know I sing country, right?
Somebody requested Blue from me and Rhymes.
Blue, oh, you. That is a good one. You know what I've been trying to learn? I've never done this one either by myself. Usually my fiance and I can do this one together, but I want to see if I can do it. It's going to be a challenge for me. Get the... Okay. It's also really hard to see on this phone. I'm like looking up chords and used to spend my nights out in a bar room, liquor was the only love I know, but you rescued me from reaching for the bottom and brought me back from being too far gone. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine. You're in one in a glass of brandy. Honey, I stay stoned on your love all the time. That's all I got for you on that one. I'm telling you, these nails are not good right now. I sound awful. I apologize. I hear the clock at 6 a.m. I feel so far from where I've been. I got my eggs, I got my pancakes too. I got my maple syrup, everything but you. I break the oath to make a smiley face. I kinda like it in my brand new place. Why? The spots above the mirror don't lay my keys in the door. I never pour towels on the floor anymore. and sold a cup of coffee, but I didn't want to talk, so I picked up the paper. It was more bad news, more hearts have been broken. People big walls, put on a coat in the pouring rain. I saw a movie, it just wasn't the same, 'cause it was happy, oh, I was sad, and it made me miss you. I'm so bad, 'cause dreams last so long, even after you go. And I know you love me, and soon you will see. I'm meant to live, I was meant for you. I go about my business, I'm doing fine, 'cause I wanna say if I had you on the line, same old story now. Much to say, hearts are broken every day. Brush my teeth, put the cat back on. I know you hate it when I leave the light on, so I pick up the cup, then I turn the shades down, and then I take a deep breath. Gonna cry.